is ultra-European. So when I say things, it's not just somebody who's been at MIT and is American who's coming here to piss on Europe. I actually live here, and I live here more and more. And the reason I live here is because the lifestyle is better. And I think Jeremy Rifkin is making a little bit of a mistake because he is being swallowed up by the beauty of the lifestyle and making inferences. And so I want to tell you a story. When I started Wired magazine back in the early 90s, I was one of the three founders. I wrote the back page to sort of protect my investment. And one of the issues in the early 90s was, the back page was titled, "Why Europe is So Unwired." And I meant it literally and metaphorically. My father, who literally, when I say ultra-European, he spoke 7 languages. When you played Trivial Pursuit with him, he corrected the cards. This is somebody who was very literate. I referred to him as Sir, and it was a relationship that was, on the one hand, warm, but on the other hand, it was a little distant. It was, if you will, European. He told me during my entire childhood that children were to be seen, not heard, and this was his favorite expression. And so when I got to spend Christmas with him that year, I said, "How do you like my story in Wired?" And he said, "It's all wrong." "What do you mean Europe is unwired?" Because it was really about innovation, not just wiredness. And I said, "Well, let's discuss it after dinner." So after dinner, we sit down, and it was bulletized at all the points. And I said at one place at the beginning that Wired there was too much centralism, and that the centralism was hurting. He said, "Oh, no, we're very decentralist. There's no decentralism of the kind you're talking about." I said, "Listen, I'm not going to argue. He was my father, and that was that." So we went on to the next one, and the next one was about risk and risk capital and venture capital and how there wasn't any in Europe. And mind you, this was in 92, 93, so there really wasn't much at all. And he said, "Oh, no, my friends in Brussels have lots of risk capital." And so this was the whole thing. So we went down each bullet like that and so on, and sort of I capitulated. I didn't want to sort of argue this to death. He was over 80 at the time, and that was just the way we worked. Until we got to the last bullet.